there is a place on Earth almost no one is allowed to freely explore. A continent larger than Europe, covered in ice. Surrounded by strict international agreements, a place where military activity is officially banned. And yet, military personnel have been there. Welcome to Antarctica, the coldest place on Earth, the driest desert on Earth, the windiest continent on Earth, and possibly the most mysterious. Antarctica is governed under the Antarctica Entente, signed in 1959. The treaty states that Antarctica is reserved for peaceful scientific research. No nation owns it. Military operations are restricted. Weapons testing is banned. On the surface, it sounds like a model of global cooperation. But here's the strange part. You can travel almost anywhere in the world with enough money. But Antarctica, access is controlled. Routes are limited. Independent exploration is nearly impossible without authorization. Why? The official answer is simple. Safety. Extreme cold, deadly storms, isolation, environmental protection laws. But critics say something else. They argue that Antarctica is one of the least independently verified places on Earth. That most information comes through official channels. And when information is centralized, suspicion grows. Some theories claim that beneath Antarctica's miles-thick ice sheets lie ancient structures. Satellite images have shown unusual formations. Some say pyramidal shapes visible through snow patterns. Scientists explain these as natural mountain formations called nunataks, peaks that protrude through ice. But the internet doesn't stop there. There are claims of hidden entrances, massive underground caverns warmed by geothermal heat, even alleged lost civilizations predating recorded history. Mainstream archaeology rejects these ideas, but here's something interesting. Antarctica wasn't always frozen. Millions of years ago, it was green, forested, warm. Fossil evidence confirms this. So here's a question. If Antarctica was once habitable, what might still be buried beneath kilometers of ice? Entire ecosystems have been discovered sealed under ice for thousands of years. Subglacial lakes isolated from the surface. Life surviving in total darkness. Again, life finds a way. Then there's Operation High Jump. In 1946, shortly after World War II, the United States launched one of the largest Antarctic expeditions in history. Officially, it was a training mission and research operation. But conspiracy theorists claim it had another purpose. Some say it was to investigate alleged hidden Nazi facilities. There is no verified evidence supporting that claim, but the story persists. And persistence is powerful. Why does Antarctica attract so many extreme theories? Flat Earth models often place Antarctica as a surrounding ice wall. Hollow Earth theories suggest entrances at the poles. UFO researchers claim unusual aerial activity near polar regions. Why does one continent sit at the center of so many narratives? Because it's remote. Because it's restricted. Because almost no one can personally verify it. Now, let's step back. From a geopolitical standpoint, Antarctica contains vast natural resources beneath the ice. Oil, gas, minerals. The treaty prevents exploitation for now. But what happens if global resource scarcity increases? Will the treaty hold, or will Antarctica become the next battleground? Suddenly, the mystery becomes less science fiction and more strategic reality. And here's the psychological layer. Humans are uncomfortable with blank spaces on maps. For centuries, unexplored regions were filled with monsters and imagination. Here be dragons. Today, Antarctica is one of the last great blanks. High-resolution satellite imagery exists, but ice hides detail. Ground access is minimal. Weather restricts movement. It feels sealed. And when something feels sealed, we assume something is inside. Now, ask yourself this. If there was absolutely nothing unusual beneath Antarctica, would we still be this fascinated? Or is the fascination itself proof of how little control we feel over hidden places? Because Antarctica represents something bigger than ice. It represents the unknown that governments collectively manage. No war steady. No civilians settling freely. No commercial expansion. Just research stations and strict oversight in a world where everything is monetized. Antarctica is frozen policy. So here's the real tension. Is Antarctica mysterious because something is hidden? Or because it is the last place on Earth that feels untouched? If tomorrow the ice melted completely, what do you think we would find? Just rock? Or history? Because remember, we once believed entire continents didn't exist. We once thought parts of Earth were unreachable, and now one continent remains distant, regulated, and permanently covered. So here's the final question. Do you think Antarctica is just ice and science, or do you think it's the most controlled mystery on Earth? And if access were completely unrestricted tomorrow, would you go?